welcome to GHK Radio Season 2, Episode... 8. It's
8.
8. Okay, alright. Ayo!
It is indeed 8.
It's episode Hachi! Hachi! Yay!
Yay!
It's been a while, because life...
It has.
And that seems to be the theme, the running theme of this season, is just life.
It's been a while!
Yeah, it's been a while and life is hard. And scheduling around hard lives is tricky, but still doable, so don't give up. Thanks for coming. That was all of GHK. I'm kidding.
Thank you, everybody. That was it. Goodbye.
Thank you. But yeah, no, it's been a long time seen. If any of you guys have seen Legolas by Laura, it's okay if you haven't. It's fine. Anyway,
I mean, at this point, we're basically a monthly podcast, right?
Yeah.
I guess so. Did we? I don't think we uploaded anything for February, did we?
We uploaded the Christmas special for Valentine's Day.
Oh my god, you're
Yeah.
right. Haha, that's right. That's right.
We did it.
We did do it. We did do it. Good for us. We did something, and that's okay. But it's, Kai's still coughing from the Ronas. GirlDM is still, trying to catch up through life since the Ronas. When you fall behind, it's hard to, hop back on that horse.
Also, tax season. I've been working on taxes like an adult.
Oh my gosh, don't remind me. I have to do my taxes too.
Everyone thinks VTubing's all sunshine and rainbows until you have to start accounting for your earnings and spendings and
Wait, does
logistics.
anyone actually think VTubing is all sunshines and rainbows nowadays?
Yeah.
I could see people thinking
There
that
are
at
people
first.
that believe that the majority of, they believe that a good chunk of streamers commit tax evasion. What they don't realize is that, most of us sit there with all of our paperwork throughout the entire year, going through and detailing every single thing that happened.
Oh,
because they have
that definitely
Yeah.
wasn't me. I had to scramble to grab all my paperwork at the beginning of the month. I had to dig back 12 months worth of paperwork.
Well, especially
Yeah.
because
That's currently where I'm at.
Yeah.
well, because they consider you self-employed, right? So they don't take the taxes out for you. So you have to put aside, you have to go through all of your earnings and then all of your spendings and, all the things that you purchase strictly for stream so that you can actually get some returns.
Yeah, well, because, I know the part of Canada I'm in is, 30% tax
Yeah.
on your income. And when you have, a regular job, your job normally takes the money out for you.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Same.
But then you have, Twitch stuff, and they don't take the money out, so you have to... And if you're just I can just, do whatever based off of what Twitch paid me. Well, no, because you upgraded your computer for the streaming, and you bought stuff for the streaming.
Right, you bought a new
and
mic.
you had to replace your keyboard, you had to get a new microphone, you had to replace something, you got materials for that one stream that you did that it was specifically just for that stream that you needed this stuff, right?
Right.
Tax write-offs.
Yes, exactly. So if you just go by your Twitch income and then take 30% out of that, you would actually lose a lot because that doesn't include all of the things that you spent on it. So you have to go through and meticulously calculate and have all of the receipts for every bit of spending that you did specifically for streams so that you get what Kai said, tax write-offs, and that can be really tedious because I have to do that for both my normal job. My normal job doesn't take taxes out for me either. So
yeah, so you're just sitting there double time being all right, do this, all right, do that, all right, do this, all right, do that.
Yep.
Also, all the other avenues you have to manage. I have a Redbubble. I earned, I think, $26 last year from Redbubble, and I still have to get the
you still
receipts
have to
from all
declare
that.
Yeah,
exactly. I have to get all the receipts for all the sales.
Some of my friends were like, "Oh no, PayPal's gonna start giving you tax paper information if it's only $300 worth of money that you got through PayPal for things." And I was like, you do realize that you have to declare any income you make. Not just even if you only make $10 through PayPal, you still have to declare that.
Mm-hmm.
That hasn't changed. So now I'm concerned for a lot of my artist friends that were concerned on that because I'm like, you weren't declaring it before?
Yep.
Yeah, whoops.
I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter just talking about it, and they're just like, "Oh, like the amount I make, the IRS isn't gonna come after me." I'm just like, I'm not gonna take that gamble. I'm not gonna. Ooh, boy.
Yep.
This made me stressed, so I took a piece of chocolate.
Welcome to the accounting special.
Tax season special.
I was actually like super duper stressed out because I was starting to like try to look at things because like I've this is my first year having like the streaming be my main income.
Right.
And
Yes, you are a full-time streamer.
Yeah, last year I kind of just was like, you know what, I don't know how to take into account the fact that I spent this money on streaming stuff, so I don't think I can actually like figure this out for taxes. I'll just pay the extra, which sucked a lot. But this year I'm just like, I was quaking in my boots, but thankfully one of my friends was like, here's a bookkeeper that I'm going through that specializes in what you're looking for, and they'll help you like get stuff figured out. And so I had a nice call with this person. He was just like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I was like, oh my god, thank you.
Oh, thank goodness. That's
so
wonderful.
Nice. That's so nice.
I still have to do a whole bunch of heavy lifting on my end because like Kai, I too have like 12 months of stuff that I'm going through being like, okay,
Okay, what
this? What did I
happened
use
last
this for?
January?
Yup.
How fun.
It's
Ow.
great. It's oh.
Oh, are you alright?
Yep, I'm good.
Did you headbutt a piano again?
I'm nowhere near a piano. Hello?
It sounded like a piano. Hello?
It kind of did. It went all like.
It's the springs on my mic stand.
Bong.
So I just like backhanded it by accident.
Wow, so powerful.
Bing bong.
I am powerful. But anyway.
Yes.
So getting away from tax preparations. How have you guys been otherwise? Because it's been so long.
I'm still coughing my lungs up. It's great.
I've been
wonderful.
playing Elden Ring.
You have?
Lots of Elden Ring. I have 70 hours in the game now.
And the game's been out for what, 2 weeks?
Less than 2 weeks, about just over a week.
Yep. That's all anyone ever plays on Twitch these days. That's all I ever see.
I love the game. It's fun.
Anyone stream it, I can't say I do.
No.
I know Kai was telling me he really like the designs of the monsters make him feel unnerved and uncomfy.
I will say this,
like the orcs from
nothing
Lord of the
against
Rings.
exactly. It's nothing against From Software. I'm sure they make great games. I'm sure it's like not. I don't have an issue with the game design. I don't have an issue with the game's mechanics. The aesthetic really makes me uncomfortable. The everything just looks kind of all like wiggly and slimy and like bones and guts and
That's
stuff.
gotta be the intention, though, right?
Yes, that is how it is. That's how the aesthetic is by design. And I wanted to be a supportive friend and pulled up DM stream while she was playing the game. I watched it. I persevered and watched her for like 3 hours and then threw up in my mouth. She was fighting something that sprayed a lot and was incredibly squishy looking, and then I threw up a bit in my mouth and had to close her stream.
Yeah, they definitely go into some of the monster designs that make people feel uncomfortable.
Oh.
It was not fun for me to watch, but I persevered. So, Harune, please don't start playing Elden Ring 2. Thanks.
I don't think
Harune,
I
start playing
will.
Elden Ring.
I will be busy playing Forbidden West as soon as I get my butt to a place in which I can actually stream it.
I'll just ask Ouya to put that into your scheduling for Elden Ring.
Oh, God.
No,
'Cause he's been playing it.
no.
I saw his Steam achievements. I was like,
Of course he would be.
I think he's given
Oh.
up on like having me play certain games because he knows now like what I'm
Some games you're just like, I don't like this.
Yeah, or even just like or not even just like I don't like this, but like she's not good at it. And
What?
so
Which is the fun.
You'll never get good if you don't practice.
No, absolutely, but I also have no desire. So if he's like, well, if she's not good and she has no desire, then so be it. So, but he did tell me that, like, what was it? So there was a game called Far Lone Sails, and the sequel, I guess, just came out not too long ago. It's called Far Changing Tides. And that was a game that Far Lone Sails had what? The game Lone Sails was one that Ouya had recommended to me, and I will like 110% play it if I get my hands on it. Absolutely.
Is it that game you played that was like kind of like 2D side scrolling and you were like in a submarine with a sail on it?
Yeah, it was like on this little like land barge, and I had to I had to like one man strong arm it myself, even though I was like this tiny little peanut thing. But that was really cool. Like I kind of enjoyed that. It had a very unique vibe, sort of like a series of unfortunate events vibe, which I quite enjoyed. So I mean, he gives good recommendations, and just sometimes I vibe with it and sometimes I don't. But that's like a me problem, I think. Not necessarily that he has bad taste in games, but yeah. So I think he has long since decided that he would not too heavily push on certain games.
Oh, I thought DM was making faces at me again. Are you still eating?
No, I was drinking.
Oh.
Kai just wants to start a fight today.
No,
he is ready to
like,
throw
he's all
down.
spicy. He's just like.
He's like,
I was
she
made
opened her
fun
mouth
of
at
for
me.
no reason. She was making little like pop, like it's like that little pop cat emote at me. I was like, what is she doing?
No, I was drinking. I can't believe this. Kai is just like. Kai just wants to fight today.
He does.
I think.
Were you drinking Calpis?
No.
Oh my god!
You're the
All
one
right,
who
you know what, Kai?
mouthfuls of Calpis.
You get to start today's topic then.
Yay! Kai's first.
I feel like
Kai
I'm
is
first every week. What the
You're
heck?
nope, you're first now. Go Kai.
What the heck?
Go Kai.
Go Kai.
Okay.
Go Kai.
Go
Go
Kai.
Kai Rangers. So I've gone ahead and taken inspiration from something one of you tweeted recently again, because that's all I ever do to get content. I steal from more popular streamers.
Don't you yell at us about doing that?
Yes.
We forced his hand into this. He's infallible. His hand's been forced, you see.
Oh
But
my
actually,
goodness.
it is something that I also quite enjoy. DM recently tweeted about her affections for incredibly long light novel titles.
Those do get silly though.
They do get really, really silly, don't
I
they?
love them.
They are
So,
they are endearing.
I quite like it too, in that I also title a lot of my like documents and stuff in a similar fashion.
So wait, hang on for like 2 seconds, because DM took this opportunity to vanish into thin air.
Oh,
What?
So just give it a second. DM is alive and well. She has just disappeared. Okay, she's back. Okay, welcome back.
I cannot believe my green cat co-host would disappear like that. Volume 2.
She is a magic cat.
Now available
I
on
don't know
Book
what
Walker.
is up with.
Oh my
We've
gosh.
got the connection is just being weird today.
Oh, I know.
A
We
little bit.
had weird connection like before we even hit the record button. So I was like, here, let me switch my Wi-Fi. And it's a lot more stable. Like you've glitched less, but like all of a sudden you just like vanished into thin air. And I was like, all right, bye, DM.
That's
See
bizarre
ya.
because like I've got nothing on my end saying that anything's going.
Maybe you and I
Off.
are just too far away from each other.
Maybe we should be closer, Harune.
We
Worlds
should.
apart.
Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
What?
Just go meet up and Kai can't come. He'll just be here running GHK by
Exactly.
himself.
Yes, it's
It'll
just Kai
be
Radio
K.
now.
Uh,
Potassium Radio.
I see. I see how it is. Okay, I see. Anyways,
Okay, go Kai. Topic.
yes.
Okay.
So I was sitting here wondering, like, I wonder why the titles are the way that they are. So I like decided to have a bit of a look into it,
Okay.
Mhm.
and there's not really a specific like reason. I guess it's more like some people theorize that because a lot of light novels actually start off as web novels. For people that don't know, like light novels are actual books that Japanese publishers would print out. They're not that different from like Western novels. Like it's really they're just kind of shorter. I guess you could kind of like compare them to novellas and not like full length like Harry Potter novels or anything like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of them actually start off being self-published on the web. Quite often on a very popular Japanese website called Shousetsuka ni Naro, which translates to Let's Be Novelists. Kind of like the Wattpad or fanfiction.net
Oh, like
for
AO3.
English-speaking audience. Something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
AO3. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just websites where Japanese, mostly amateur writers can publish their own like stories, and
I
then
like
if a
that.
publisher goes and sees something promising, they can offer them a deal to have it printed as a light novel instead and actually sold as physical copies.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
So it's like it's almost like a scouting sort of opportunity.
It's very similar. I think that does sound very similar to like the fan fiction ones because like for people who don't know, 50 Shades of Grey was a Twilight fanfic.
Right. How could we
and
forget?
it got reworked to be hetero relationship instead of homogenous relationship. But yeah.
And the
There's been quite a
vampires were taken
few.
out.
Yeah, the vampires were removed. But yeah, it's really interesting that we do have similar stuff here that authors do get picked up from fan fiction sites, and I know that there's some Reddit people that have been picked up as authors as well for books. Yeah.
Oh,
But I
know.
guess people were theorizing that it's a way to kind of like be immediately grab the attention of readers. Everyone's fighting for viewership. Everyone's fighting for readership. So it's a way to not to really play the algorithm, I guess, but to like immediately drop the back cover summary as your title. So when people scroll by, they'll be like, "This
Just
is what
like,
I want."
I know what this is about. I want to read about slimes.
Exactly. So that's kind of that's what people are theorizing is how the practice came into being.
Okay, I was gonna say if that were really how it is, that is wild. But if that's speculation, that's a very
it's speculation. It's speculation. But I mean, like, I don't know. Like, if you think about it, even in English, we have titles like Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Like, we know, okay, so it's about this guy named Harry Potter going to a chamber which is full of secrets. It's like it's a very descriptive title, as opposed to just like Blue Skies, or like like those one-word titles, two-word titles.
But at the
like
same
Berserk.
time,
like why would you read something called Berserk?
But at this, I feel like
fair.
But at the same time, though, wow, DM is this cacophony of like magenta snow. But
Oh.
No, you're good now. But at the same time, like most commonly, like yes, Berserk is a unique example because that is like a Japanese title that is a single word, and you're like, wow, what the heck is that? But I can't help but think that is actually like an influence from Western titles, because so very often in like looking at American made movies given Japanese titles is a really good like way to see where the cultural divide is when it comes to title giving. Because like if you give we talked about this once in like one of my Japanese classes in college or something, but it was like the one that sticks in my mind but is not as good of an example is Frozen, because the title that they gave that one in Japan was, I think, Anna and the Snow Queen, or the Ice Queen or something like that. But that's the original title of the original like child like fairy tale.
Yeah, the fairy
story.
tale. That it was,
so like that's a bad example. But I'm trying to think of like I think the movie Hitch.
Naruto?
No, Naruto. No, Hitch. Like hang on a second.
With Will Smith.
Yeah, I think that one was given like a crazy long title. Hang on, someone else talk. I'm gonna look this up. So American.
I know that the one with Tom Cruise getting killed over and over again to repeat this stuff?
It was All You Need Is Kill. It was
In
originally
Japanese, it was All You Need Is Kill. That's the original. It's based off of a manga. Oh, well, that was based off of a novel. That's a Japanese original one, and then adapted for US stuff. But it was called something like. What was the English name of that one? I have the manga. Edge of Tomorrow.
Yes. Yes? Is it? Was it?
Yes. Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow, yes. Didn't they
but it's
actually rename
it's
the
a
English?
It's a Japanese science fiction novel, light novel. All You Need Is Kill. And it got adapted into Edge of Tomorrow as the Hollywood movie because they didn't like the title.
Apparently they had to rename it too. Like the movie came out as Edge of Tomorrow, but then it says here it was formally retitled when released as home media. It's now called. They extended the title. It's now called Live, Die, Repeat: Edge of Tomorrow.
I don't know if because like according to Wikipedia, it's just Edge of Tomorrow. I don't think the full title. I think that's just the tagline.
Well, no, like next to it says retitled as Live, Die, Repeat: Edge of Tomorrow on home media.
I don't see that anywhere on the wiki page.
Are we looking at the same Wikipedia page?
Where did you see that it's been retitled? I don't see it anywhere.
Here, let me post it in here.
Oh,
for you.
I see it. Never mind. Retitled as. That's just what?
It is weird, isn't it? It is weird.
Repositioned on home video. Why would they? What? Oh.
But anyways, the topic's not about Tom Cruise. The topic's about light novel titles.
No, wait. But I found what I was looking for.
Okay, go.
Go.
Okay, so some of them aren't longer, but they are more descriptive to like what actually happens in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna read. So this is from SoraNews24.com.
Oh yeah.
I like Sora News. Yeah,
I do. Yes.
So it says 13 surprising Japanese translations of American movie titles. Napoleon Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Basu Otoko. Busman.
Busman? I guess like
okay.
That would be kind of in the same time frame that Train Man was a thing, right?
Densha Otoko?
Yes.
Was that the same time frame?
When was Densha no Otoko?
I thought that was earlier.
It probably was, but there's a chance that like vehicle plus man. I'm thinking maybe it might be like illusion.
Densha no Otoko was 2005.
When was Napoleon Dynamite?
When was Napoleon Dynamite?
No,
I saw that way after it was out in like theaters and stuff. Though,
Yeah,
like I saw it
too.
when I was at home.
Napoleon Dynamite was 2004.
Oh, okay.
But Densha no Otoko 2005 was the TV drama, so the story of Densha no Otoko was probably before that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it would be around that same time.
That is weird. You only live twice. The Sean Connery James Bond movie translates to 007 dies twice.
I remember this. I remember this from.
Is that a spoiler for the movie?
I don't know.
It is. Who was it? It was Chris Broad. I watched a video on Prado in Japan. He actually made the same joke about how it spoiled the movie even from the title.
But yeah, because like that's the whole point. Like Despicable Me translates to Mysterious Thief Gru's Moon Theft.
Yes.
I mean, that does make sense given the title.
Right. Another one, Fast and Furious. This one is not more descriptive, but it was just changed to Wild Speed Max.
Yes. I remember this. I remember all this from the Chris Broad video too. Yes.
Freaky Friday, oddly enough, the Disney like Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan one was translated to Fortune Cookie.
Okay, no, that's just weird.
Well, there was a fortune cookie. Like they were given the fortune cookie.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay. It's been a long time since I watched that movie, so I don't remember.
This one's just entertaining. Karate Kid, like the Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan one, is called Besto Kiddo. Best Kid.
Best Kid.
Yep, Best Kid.
And that reminds me, there was one that was it was I think the movie was called Who's Your Caddy?
I think that sounds
which
familiar.
was like some sort of like comedy movie about like rappers on the golf course or something. And in Japanese, the title is "We Are Hip Hop Golfers."
The best one I've seen thus far is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The title was changed to Ferris, Suddenly One Morning.
Oh,
Suddenly one morning.
Suddenly One Morning.
Goodness.
The Manchurian Candidate, the 1962 movie, was retitled The Sniper Without a Shadow. But the Manchurian Candidate, the 2004 movie, was retitled Crisis of America.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
On more lighter notes, the Disney's Ratatouille was retitled Remy's Delicious Restaurant. Which is more descriptive.
Yeah, that works. That
and
works.
the last one I'll give you, but not the last one on the list, Up was retitled Grandpa Carl's Flying House.
Again, it kind of takes like the, it's quite a literal title, isn't it?
It is, but I think like that's probably more common than not in Japanese media. So like seeing
I don't know. I would disagree on that because you have plenty of one-word Japanese titles for things as well, like Tanpopo, which is the first.
True.
Like they have quite a few that are just. I think it's just different naming conventions because we have like long named movies and such as well, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, right?
But they're not very descriptive. You know what I mean? Like if it's gonna be a long title, in the way that some Japanese things have long titles, and that's true too. Like if you think
Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's the book series and then the first book title. So like that's not a very good example either because that's taken from a different media source. But yeah, I guess Tampopo's a good example. But I'm sorry,
larger sample size probably in order to come to firm conclusions on things.
Yeah, that's fair. If you have any Japanese listeners in the audience or whatever, if you feel like you've got a thought on this as to like why some things have longer titles than others, leave a comment. We'd love to know. But sorry, Kai, we've totally like taken away from your topic.
I think the other thing, Harune, to keep in mind is even the titles that were listed off just now are nowhere near as long as light novel titles for isekai.
That's true. I just
thought
like
less than half the length.
Right. Like in my head I figured, oh well, the Japanese title giving has always been fairly lengthy, so having these really long-winded ones isn't too off-brand. They just are taking what they've already done and like running with it. But if I'm wrong, and I could be, I'm not Japanese, so I have no idea. Then I'd love to know. So Kai, I'm sorry, continue. We have taken almost 30 minutes away.
Is okay. So actually, I thought I'd make a little bit of a game out of it. I've gone ahead and I've compiled a bit of a list. I have 10 titles here, and we're gonna have a little bit of a quiz. Originally, I thought I'd make it a Butsu game, but
Harune knows nothing about these types of light novels, so it would be a completely unfair weighted against Harune.
Yes,
Very much so. So anyways, I've got 10 titles here. It's just simply a question of, is this a light novel or is this not a light novel?
Ooh, that's
just
fun.
A yes or no.
Okay.
Originally, I thought I'd make it a little harder and ask you to tell me, if you don't think it's a light novel, what do you think it is? But it's okay. Well,
so these are all titles to things.
So they're all real things? Or
these are all titles.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
But anyways, no, all you have to answer is yes, it's a light novel, or no, it's not a light novel. I will be keeping score, but just for fun now instead of for the Batsu game, so... I'm sorry, chat. They chickened out. Lost content.
Give it up.
Yes.
You're keeping content from the people.
Kai, tell you what, I'll choose a number between 1 and 10. I'll tell Harune the number beforehand, and then you both have to guess what the number is. And whoever doesn't get the number right has a Batsu game.
Alright, fine.
All right, DM, tell me the number ahead of time.
Okay, Allison. All right, Kai, guess what the number is.
6.
Nope, you're wrong. All right, bot's a game. You have to get a cute chibi fox girl model off of Nizima and stream with that for a month.
I don't know what that is. What's
I love
Nizuma?
that.
Nizima is like it's a Japanese online marketplace where you can buy models that have been pre-made.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that afterwards. We'll talk about that afterwards.
Okay, go ahead. On
Okay,
your game.
anyways, first title. Okay, I'll be keeping score. Just tell me, is this a light novel or is this not a light novel? The first title I have on the list is The Circumstances Leading to a Certain Magical Heavy Zashiki Warashi's Simple Killer Queen's Marriage.
I think that is.
Can you repeat the question?
The circumstances leading to a certain magical, heavy Zashiki Warashi's Simple Killer Queen's marriage.
Why does it say heavy?
I'd appreciate if you weren't Googling it on the side. Thank you very much.
I'm not Googling it. I'm curious as to why it says a certain heavy Zashiki Warashi.
They usually just add a certain at the beginning. I say it is. It sounds like a light novel title.
My initial gut response was to say yes, but I literally know nothing, so
I'll need you to commit to an answer.
My
So you're both saying
commitment
yes.
is yes.
Okay, you're both
say
saying yes. It is, in fact, a light novel.
Wow.
It is a crossover novel written by the author Kazuma Kamachi, celebrating their 10th anniversary as a novelist. And it's a mashup of all of the series they've written before.
So, is that where the certain comes from?
Yes.
Certain magical railgun?
Exactly. Kazuma Kamachi
Yeah.
is most famous for the Toaru series, which is like certain magical index, a certain scientific railgun.
Toaru
etc.
is a certain in
Exactly.
Japanese, so a certain magical index, a certain.
So
one of the
it
other.
covers
I never
the-
watched any of those because all the fans that I knew were just kind of obsessed, and I was like, okay.
It covers at least 6 of his previous works, which include a certain magical index, heavy objects, the Zashiki Warashi of Intellectual Village, the Simple series, the circumstances leading to Waltrout's marriage, and Killer Princess and Deep End. So it's kind of a mashup crossover episode for a lot of his novels. But it is, in fact, a real novel. I've actually read it. It's all fan service for people that read his books. Okay, so it's 1 point apiece.
Yay!
Okay.
Okay. Second title now. I don't feel at home in this world anymore.
No. I don't think it is.
I say yes.
Ooh, the first time we've got a difference in answers. That is going to be 1 point for Harune.
Wow!
Ooh.
Beginner's luck.
I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore is actually a 2017 Netflix show starring Melanie Linsky and Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood?
Yes.
And what?
Wow!
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. The third
DM's
title
gone.
now.
DM's
the-
brain
sorry.
has gone all spicy. Hang on, let me take a screenshot. Oh no! Oh, it just corrected itself as soon as I hit print screen. Darn it.
The score is now 2-1 in Harune's favor. Wow.
It won't
shocking.
last. It's fine.
Okay, third title. Third title. My driver's license expired, so I can't send heroes to another world.
Could you say it again?
My driver license is expired, so I can't send heroes to another world.
I'm kind of torn on this one. I'm gonna say yes, but I feel I feel like it could go either way. But since I have to commit, I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say no.
Locking in those answers, the point goes to GirlDM.
Okay, I figured. There we go. Yay, Patty!
It is It's completely made up. I made that up last night.
You said these were all real titles, you dingus!
Maybe.
You
I said
heckin'
maybe.
lied!
I said
For
maybe.
things.
I
You
said
lied.
they were titles. It's a title I made up. It's.
No, that's not what you said.
We asked for clarification. You said that they're all real titles, but not
Maybe.
necessarily for light novels. I can't
Oh
believe
my
this man.
goodness. I can't believe
Are
you
you
straight
googling?
up
Are you fact
lied.
checking me? Are you fact? It's for
I
French
am
and
right
Nico.
now.
It's
I
French
am
and
right
Nico.
now.
Let's just say that then.
Ugh.
Fine. Next one. Oh, this is gonna be a mouthful. I couldn't get real satisfaction. I can't talk. Just brackets. I couldn't get real satisfaction. Brackets. A girlfriend. So I became a comrade to a revolutionary.
I actually think that is one.
Yes, I think also.
You think it's a title? You think it's a real title?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's a real title.
Well, that's a point to the both of you.
Yay!
This is a series called Ryaju ni narenai ore wa kakumeika no doushi ni narimashita, written by Yusuke Senba in 2016, has 2 volumes, and that's literally all the info I could find on it.
Oh gosh.
There's
Well,
nobody in the English-speaking world has anything to say about this book.
Well, you know what, though? There's no reason to. Everything's in the title. You don't even need to read it.
Okay, number 5. We're halfway into the quiz. And right now the score is tied 3-3.
Okay.
100 Sleeping Princes and the Kingdom of Dreams.
No.
I'm going to say no as well.
You're both saying no?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's a point each.
Wow.
It is, in fact, an otome puzzle game released on iOS and Android in 2015.
Wow. Now I want to play it. Can you send me the title again?
100 Sleeping
No,
Princes.
send me. I won't remember. But
You're gonna go play ultimate puzzle games
maybe
while we're recording?
No, not while. Later.
Goodness.
The title
While
sounds
we're
cute.
playing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm gonna go download it.
Perfect.
Goodness.
I am curious.
All right.
Actually, let me go look at it really quickly.
The next title is Me and You and Everyone We Know.
I'm gonna say no to this one too.
Thinking.
Me and
I'm
You
gonna say
and
no.
Everyone We Know. You're both saying
I'm
no?
gonna say no. Yeah.
And that's a point each.
Wow. Fudgy.
It is actually an indie film that won the Golden Camera Award in the 2005 Cannes Film Festival, starring Miranda July and John Hawkes.
I don't know either of those people, but
I don't know who
good for
any
them.
of those people are.
Me
But
neither,
good
but
job.
it
I'm
sounded-
congratulating them for winning their prize.
Yes.
It sounded vague enough to be a title. Okay. Next one is ZHP, Zettai Hero Project, Unlosing Ranger versus Dark Death Evil Man.
That's-
Um.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, this one
that's not
sounds
a
more
light
like
novel.
a video game.
That sounds like a video game.
It is an RPG released on the PSP that I actually own. I actually quite like it.
Of course you own it.
It's made by Nipponichi, so it's the same people that do the Disgaea series. It's actually It's actually
Yep,
quite
yep.
fun. I quite like it.
Cool.
Okay, question number 8. The hero and his elf bride open a pizza parlor in another world.
That's definitely yes.
Yes.
That's definitely a light novel title.
100% yes. I've actually heard of that one.
Quintessential
so-
title.
Oh, dang. Okay, yes. It is a light novel. It has 1 volume published by Shueisha in 2017, written by Kaya Kizaki.
Do you know
I feel
if it was
like I've made...
popular?
Well, it's got 1 volume to it, so...
Well, maybe it was a one-shot.
That's all the info I found on it, so I mean, I guess that speaks how popular it is.
It could have
At
been
least
popular.
in the English-speaking world.
Hmm.
I feel like I've made this quiz a little too easy for you guys.
No.
Maybe we're just very smart.
Well, you both gotten 1 question wrong so far, that's it.
Yeah, see, that's we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 9. How to succeed in business without really trying?
No.
No.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a no. It is a musical from 1961 that was later adapted into a movie in 1967.
Noise.
Nice. That sounds like an actual like business novel though.
Yeah, like something you find in the Barnes and Noble self-help section.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the last one is reborn as a vending machine. I now wander the dungeon.
Yes. That's a light novel. Yes, it is.
I'm going to say yes then.
It pains me.
I almost bought that one. I almost bought that one.
It pains me that you both got 9 out of 10.
Why? Yay!
Oh, it's so big.
I was so sure. I was so sure I would have tripped you up. At least partway through.
You did. We got.
The only ones that you did not get is
The one
I
you
don't feel at
lied
home in this
about.
world anymore. GirlDM thought it was a real title, but it is from a Netflix show.
Yeah.
And my driver's license expired, so I can't send you to another world. Tripped up.
It's Kai's lie.
Yes, Kai's a liar.
Yep.
Listen. I mean, if you accepted the Batsu game, I would have taken 2 Batsus there, but
Nemurenai Kai is a liar.
oh well.
That's fine. You already lost your Batsu game, so
Falsehood and deceit.
falsehood and deceit indeed.
Okay.
I feel pretty good about myself.
Yeah.
Not
Honestly,
having...
I shouldn't have said yes. I should have said that there could be fake titles to like fake you out.
just to lie to us. Big
Yeah,
heckin'
I
liar,
answered.
you.
I wasn't expecting to be asked that, so I kind of answered on impulse.
Oh yeah, I've definitely done that where I've answered and the answer is a lie, and I'm like, why did I lie? Like I had no reason to lie.
I had no reason to lie. It would have benefited me not to lie there, and I
Yeah.
didn't. And I just lied.
Yeah.
I'm
But then you're like, now it's too late.
They're titles. Ah, damn! I really screwed the pooch here. But
Or sometimes you're like, I don't know why I just lied. The answer is the opposite. Like I don't know why I
oh
said yes.
well, I guess that's too bad. There's no Batsu game for me. Congratulations on 9 out of 10 points to the both of you.
Thank you.
It's a tied game. We have tied first place.
Wow. Girl
We
DM's
tied.
knowledge
One of
of light
One of
novels.
who's going to be currently playing 100 Sleeping Princes in the Kingdom of Dreams on her
No,
phone.
I just looked it up. I can't find it on my iOS device, which is a little bit a shame. Because I would have been intrigued at the very least. I'll look it up. I'll look
Would
into
you
it.
know? Would you
I don't
know?
know if it's a puzzle game. I like puzzles.
It's, from what I understood, like a match 3 game.
Oh, I don't know. What
I
that
could
means.
be. I could be. It's kind of like the
Like the
Tsum
bubble
Tsum?
games.
Yeah, like Tsum
Ah.
Tsum.
Well, you say that like I know what Tsuntsun is. I don't know what Tsuntsun is.
And that's Kai's topic for next time.
Now you get to do research on Tsuntsuns.
Tsum
Tsum
Yeah.
Tsum.
Tsum Tsum plushies are very cute.
Yeah, they're basically like a bunch of little character faces that you just connect 3
Yeah.
and they'll like pop.
Huh. Well, okay.
Well, what's your
Okay.
topic then, Harune? What's your topic? Let's hear your topic so I can make fun of you for it.
Okay, we'll go backwards then. So we'll do KHG.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So my topic isn't thoroughly researched, but it was a topic that I found actually last week, and I wanted to hold on to it and, sort of make it my topic. I just didn't get a chance to like thoroughly read through it and like script it out like I normally do. So I'll just
Mhm.
sort of like go through the article itself. This is from sciencealert.com.
Mhm.
This this article was written February 7th. So last month. So, but it says archaeologists have uncovered the largest collection of ancient Egyptian quote unquote notepads found since the beginning of the 20th century.
Nice.
So it says in the long lost city of Athribis in central Egypt researchers have cataloged more than 18,000 inscribed pieces of pottery, some of which seem to have been written by students. The shards of inked pottery are known as wait, I don't know how to pronounce this. Ostraca, Ostraca. Much cheaper and more accessible than papyrus, remnants of broken jars and other vessels were used in ancient Egypt on a daily basis to detail shopping lists, record trades, copy literature, and teach students how to write and draw. So, you know, literally what we use paper for in, like, the modern world is pretty much what they found at this site. So, like, and they have images here of some of the pottery pieces, which is really exciting. It says, in fact, a large number of the ostraca found at the Athribis archaeological site appear to be remnants of an ancient school. There are lists of months, numbers, arithmetic problems, grammar exercises, and a bird alphabet. Each letter was assigned a bird whose name began with that letter. So, like, when we learned the alphabet, right, it was like A is for apple, B is for bear, C is for cat. You know what I mean? But they did this with birds, I guess.
Are there even that many birds?
I do not know.
Albatross. B would be
Blue-footed booby.
Or that. Blue-footed booby. C could be canary. D could be duck. Like, I guess there are quite a few birds.
E could be eaglet.
Egret.
Or egret.
F could be falcon.
Falcon.
G
could be gull.
Goose. Or gull.
Oh, goose. H could be
Heron.
heron, yeah.
Are we gonna go through the entire alphabet?
Ibis.
Yeah. J could be a J, I guess, like the blue
J.
jay.
Yeah, J. Like
yeah.
blue,
Like a
J
blue
is
jay.
a type of bird. J.
J.
K could be
K.
a kingfisher. Kingfisher.
Ooh.
J K L. L would be a
Loon.
A loon. Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a type of bird.
Wow.
That's why it's on the loony. It has a loon on it, Kai.
That's a loon?
Kai. That's a loon.
I thought it was a duck. I thought it was a duck.
Oh,
Fake Canadian.
Okay.
I was wondering why we had a duck on our money.
Oh my god.
Makes sense.
K. No, K. We had L. M.
K L M.
M.
Wait.
Among Us?
That's kind of sus.
No.
That's kind of sus.
Bird starting with M.
Oh, so you're looking it up too?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Micronesian Miagra?
Magpie.
Oh,
Magpie, that
magpie.
works.
There we go.
Yeah.
N.
N.
And
That's difficult.
I'm stupid. I typed in birds that start with 2.
Oh, there's a nightingale.
Oh,
Nightingale.
yeah.
Yeah. Nighthawks
That's
too.
lovely.
Yeah.
LMNO.
Ostrich?
Ostrich.
Ostrich?
That works. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
P would be pigeon
Or
Pigeon.
penguin?
or penguin.
Q. Yeah, or penguin.
Yeah.
Q.
Quail.
Ooh,
Quail.
Good.
R. Raven.
Ooh,
Raven.
yes.
S. Sparrow.
Sparrow.
T.
Toucan?
I almost said tree
Toucan.
pecker.
Yeah, toucan.
Toucan.
Mm-hmm.
U.
U is a little bit more rough, I think. Let's see. A lot of them are like specifying them.
Undulated.
Or like a
Undulated
Ugandan...
Tina Mao.
Upland goose.
Upland goose.
A Ural owl.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of it isn't just like one word name. A lot of it seems to be
Yeah.
like a word, a decorated word, like unadorned flycatcher or whatever. Oh, there's one Hawaiian one called I can't read this.
That's what it's called? It's a really
Ula-
weird name for a bird.
Ula ai hawane?
Oh,
like-
umbrella bird.
What that?
Oh.
Umbrella bird.
Can you post
Umbrella
the
bird.
picture in the Discord? Because I don't know what an umbrella bird looks like.
It looks like a It looks
Here,
like
hang
a crow with a really like big like not what's that hairstyle called?
Fro?
No.
There you go.
It's
Oh,
like
a pompadour.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
got a
kind of looks like a
pompadour.
crow with a pompadour.
Wow, it looks like Josuke.
Or no, what's the
And
thing
it's
where you
got a
just have
super
like
long wat.
what's the thing you
It's a,
get with
it's
like
a
just a
wattle.
line of hair, like
A
the
mohawk?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a mohawk.
Yeah. So that's an umbrella bird. Okay, umbrella bird, and
That's
then
cute.
V.
V.
Ooh,
A
ooh.
Venguin.
What?
No.
What the heck?
Birds that start with V.
Vulture.
Vulture?
Ooh, a
Yeah.
vulture's good.
W would be a woodpecker.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
X.
X.
I don't
we're
know if
getting
that'll-
we're getting into like the hard parts.
We're starting with X.
Zontu's murrelay. Zontu's
Ooh.
hummingbird. Zulmus dominicanus, the black and white monjita. Or monjita.
Monjita.
I could be wrong.
If you guys have bird alternatives,
Oh,
right? Other bird suggestions,
it
put that in the comments too.
says- Let's. Oh, these. A Xeno?
Also, totally disregarding that many of these birds would not have been known to ancient Egyptians in school, but
What?
we're having fun anyway.
How do they not know penguins, please? Penguins are
Here, this is a Xeno.
What's it look like?
Oh,
it
it's a
looks-
baby.
It almost looks like a chickadee. Or
Oh, I thought you were gonna say chicken. I'm like, oh,
No.
Harune, you are so far mistaken.
He's so cute. Oh, I love his little round tummy. Oh, a lorb. Mwah.
And was this for? This was for X.
He's cute.
Yeah,
Uh,
starting with Y.
Speckled sparrows.
I think
X
there's
is that.
actually a bird called Yoshi. I could be wrong.
I would be interested.
There's a yellow bill.
Oh, that'll do.
There is
And there's
yellow
a
bill.
Yep.
And what about for Z? That'll be tough, I think.
There's a yellow tit too.
Okay.
Wait, what? Wait. So she could say blue-footed booby, but when I say yellow tit, I get the sigh?
Yes.
Yes, because I am family friendly, so it's automatically the bird. But you are suspicious.
Wait,
Listen.
So what should we do for Z bird?
Zebrafinch.
What?
Yeah, zebrafinch.
What does that look like?
A zebra with wings.
I am going to
God.
destroy you.
Also, I don't know why I called it a zebrafinch and then called it a zebra.
I'm going to throw you
Because
into the
your
sun.
pronunciation has different emphasis on the syllables whenever you speak.
Kai has the most non-committal, emphatic alliances that I've ever heard in my
Right?
life. Like,
Chat, you hearing this? Chat, are you hearing this? I didn't
He'll
realize.
say tonight one
Well.
moment, and then he'll say night.
night!
I didn't realize I hit the angry face, and I don't know what button that is. There you go.
This
Chat, are
is
you hearing this?
This is my angry face. Heck to you. Heck to you.
Back to you, madam.
Heck to you. But there you go. So we just went through the alphabet. But yeah, so like
We
those
did it.
broken.
So now we're just like the Egyptians.
That's right. And now we just have to write it all down on pieces of
Pottery.
pottery. Yeah,
Don't worry, Kai
broken
will
pieces
do
of
it.
pottery.
What?
Yes. But yeah, so it says most of the notes uncovered are written in Demotic, which was an administrative script used during the reign of Ptolemy the 12th, better known today as the father of Cleopatra, who ruled from 81 to 59 BCE, and again later from 55 to 51 BCE.
Oh, he's Cleopatra.
He's Cleopatra. Yeah, he is.
What was that? You just like released. You just deflated mid-sentence. All the air left your body.
I wheezed. It was good. The fragment below, for instance, is a school text of the hieratic alphabet with each letter accompanied by a corresponding bird. Okay, so this was like the image below. The various languages seen on the ostraca at Athribis, including hieroglyphics, Greek, Arabic, and Coptic, hint at the city's tumultuous and multicultural history. The Coptic alphabet, for instance, is a mix of Greek and Egyptian languages and is closely associated with Christianity.
Why does every other language get so many different like alphabets? Like we got hiragana, we got katakana, kanji.
I think
Egyptians
that's
have, like,
unusual, though.
Hieroglyphs
That's generally
and
unusual.
bird.
If you look at the majority of the languages, there's only really one alphabet with it.
Yeah, why do we only get one? Why don't we get bird?
I mean,
We have emojis.
yeah.
Oh.
That honestly though, like people are gonna look back at the culture of online chatting and emoji. The study of emoji is going to be like a thing, centuries from now. I can feel it in me bones.
And here we find an ancient pictoglyph depicting a
Pictoglyph.
weird green
Pictoglyph.
cat.
A pictoglyph.
Depicting a weird green cat, a now extinct species from the 21st century.
I really think it will be though, because like even like
Or as it's
older-
colloquially known back in those days as a sussy bacca.
oh god, Kai.
There we go with the pronunciation again.
Pronunciation?
Yep.
But like even like older generation people can't, like, they have a hard time. Like if I were to send either Mama or Papa Renee an emoji, like a Japanese like kao emoji, right? I think they would have a hard time identifying the face. Do you know what I mean? Like it would be hard for them to be like, what are you trying to tell me by sending me this kao emoji? Do you know what I
This-
mean? Like
Massive symbols and periods and commas.
right, and like sparkles, and they I don't know if they'd get it. You know, both of you guys turned your heads at the exact same time, and I got kind of scared.
Oh, sorry.
Simultaneous head turn. I was like, oh no, if I said something wrong. But like,
No, a rubber band snapped in my room and it flew and hit the wall and bounced on my shelf, and I was like watching it go.
A rubber
I
band
guess-
snapped in your room. I'm guessing that you snapped the rubber band.
I might have tugged on it and it snapped and it flew away. Yes.
Yep, there you go.
But like, yeah. So I think it's not so hard to believe that like if people within the 21st century right now are having a little bit of a difficult time, it wouldn't surprise me if like, you know, centuries from now people would be like, I don't get it, and they'd have to like study it. You know.
I really
Yeah, that's
hope.
very, very likely.
I really hope, like thousands and thousands of years from now, when like people uncover, they unearth remnants of my Twitch VODs, they'll think anime people are real.
I don't.
You're
I
telling
don't-
me they aren't real? What? Wait.
I've been lied to this whole time. More
Fading from
immersion.
existence.
No,
Ah!
DM.
You've been doing that all. You've been doing that all afternoon over on Harune's perspective. In the VOD, you're like in and out.
Such.
Oh my gosh, excuse me. But yeah, but it's just cool to think that like they had grocery lists, they had receipts, they had like they found a piece of pottery that had like disciplinary sentences written down, like I will not throw something. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to write the same sentence over
Yeah.
and over again as a punishment. Like they found a piece of pottery for that too. Like it's just
Why
you know
pottery? Like, how is
They said-
pottery?
they said it was cheaper than papyrus.
I can understand that, but like all the effort of like having to carry around clay and then like
But it's like
chiseling
small...
into it.
No. They still write on it. Here, I'll send Let me send the article so you can have like a better idea of like what it looks like. So they weren't like etching into it.
I thought they were like engraving the pottery. I was
No,
like, that sounds like so much effort.
No, because they didn't bake it or whatever. Like these, I would imagine it's like clay pots or whatever that maybe broke.
So it's like
And
scrap.
then-
It's like scrap paper, but scrap.
Yeah, either that or since it was cheaper. Because I mean, I would imagine that like if you are making pottery to like serve a particular purpose, like if it were like a clay pot for holding water or wine, or like clay bowls for eating and drinking out of, it's probably made out of more durable material, or it's like like treated in a kiln differently. But whatever they were using was maybe specifically made to be maybe more brittle, maybe less durable, and maybe they make it and then they smash it and then, you just carry shards of it around to write on. I'm not really particularly sure. But let me post the article here for you to take a look at what some of
Allow me
these...
to perceive.
Yeah, please perceive. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's genuinely engraved. It looks like ink of some sort.
Oh.
During this time, the city of Athribis was the capital of an Egyptian state located along the Nile River. But even though Demotic was clearly the more popular script of this time, a simplified form of hieroglyphics was still being taught to children. So, there it be. And there's some images. So it says, with the rise of Christian religion, scripts about ancient Egyptian gods began to fall out of favor. Below, for instance, is an illustration of a baboon and an ibis, which are sacred animals of Thoth, the ancient Egyptian god of wisdom.
Baboon.
Yep. So you see like
Baboon.
doodles. So I don't know. It's great. And then there were texts. It says mostly notes about medicine and medical practices. The Estrada of Athribis, on the other hand, can tell us more about what daily life was like in one of the most powerful civilizations of the ancient world. So
even in ancient Egypt, doctor's notes were chicken scratch.
yes. or maybe not. Who knows? But it was definitely on scritches and scratches here and there. So I don't know. It puts Egypt, like ancient Egyptian life, in a more relatable way. Or it gives it a more relatable...
Yeah.
I
Well, it's
guess,
kind of like,
yeah.
they're just like me, for real, for real.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, like, it's short. I feel like modern
No cap.
day documentaries and, like, reenactments do a fairly good job of, like, trying to make it feel like, yes, it was a different time, and yes, the culture was very different, but, like, people are still people, you know, interactions and, you know, relationship issues and, you know, emotions and the difficulties of daily life are still sort of a thing no matter what year
Yeah.
you live in, sort of thing.
I like seeing the Roman graffiti.
Yeah.
Like, two bros were here.
Yeah.
I like to imagine some Egyptian kid way back when doodling a baboon is just like, I hope one day when they unearth this, they find significance in this drawing. It's just a picture of a baboon.
And the great thing is I doubt this kid even thought for 2 seconds that anyone would be looking at it. You know what I mean? Like, that's...
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting. But yeah, so that was my topic for this week.
Whoa.
Nice. Yeah. What about you, DM?
My
Diamicus
topic
Maximus.
DMs.
is...
Roman Empress.
Yes. My topic is...
Drum roll,
Giron.
please.
I have a topic. It's a very good one. It's a great topic. I have a topic.
She's still thinking of one. She's coming up with one right now. She's loading.
I had one, and then the train left the station.
Oh,
so now
no!
the train, it was just like, bye. It got away without me on it.
Matani. Bye bye.
Depression.
Depression sinks in.
My face is a little bit out of sync. I move like one way and it moves the other. That's weird.
Huh.
Yeah, that happens.
I have coffee, by the way, so if anyone's listening is like, what the heck is that slurping sound? C'est moi. It's me.
Is you. Oh, what is a... Because I was thinking about, like, this is completely not related to any of the other topics.
That's
but
fine.
I'm the type of person that I like finding, like, unique appliances and tools and things.
Oh,
Yes.
that's kind of fun.
And then being like, ooh, so what is an appliance that you wish they had, like, a version that you could have at home?
Like something we'd find on Kickstarter. Don't you always go on like Kickstarter to look for things?
I do go on Kickstarter, but I've kind of, like, reduced going on Kickstarter.
That's...
So an appliance that...
I'll go first.
Okay.
I wish that there was, like, a reliable small form factor, because, like, we have, like, the Keurig machines now that you can just like put in a little capsule and then it'll make yourself the stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
What if there was one of those but for bubble tea?
How? What do you mean? Like, what does the machine do?
Like it makes bubble tea.
So you get a little capsule with like dehydrated boba, and like a powder.
Well, like either like a refillable type of situation or some kind of a machine thing.
That is a thought. I will
That's
admit
certainly-
I've never considered it, but I'm like my initial experience with boba, and now I guess I'm a bit of a purist when it comes to
A snob.
yeah. I just feel like boba should be fresh. So I don't like I'd be more willing to go to a boba shop.
Well, no, okay, so we're using imagination. So think without grossly compromising on quality.
I guess if I could make my own boba at home, but it was like the best quality and I didn't have to worry about like
a dream appliance. You know how the advertisements are always like, it'll do everything perfectly, and then you get the thing, you're like, this is a lie. We're going on like the advertisement side of it. It'll do everything perfectly.
Wow.
Then that would be great. I would really like that. I think that
would there be any other of home appliances that you would want, or would you be in the bubble tea machine camp?
Oh, I'm sure there's probably other things that I would want as well. Ew, that's tough. Just because I normally don't entertain the idea of like things that don't exist or things that I can't have.
Oh wait, there was something I want, but that is already kind of a home appliance. So that already exists.
You can list that already as something that you want.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I have a sudden need for a food dehydrator.
Yeah, you messaged me and you're like, may I borrow your food dehydrator? And I was like, well, I don't have it, but Mom DM has one. I can ask her for you. Because we make like apple chips and such.
Oh my god, apple chips are so good.
Yeah, we get so many apples here.
I just had an incredibly dumb idea that requires a food dehydrator, and I don't want to go buy it for one stream. Because I imagine those are pretty expensive.
Not necessarily. It depends on what type you get. If you want one that's going to dehydrate stuff really quickly, yeah, they're expensive. Like the fancy digital ones that are like, oh, instant desiccation kind of thing, right? But if you get the standard food dehydrators, pretty much the way that those ones work is you just set it and have it on for like 30 hours.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like that, I could always just leave it on the counter for 30 hours.
You kind of want to have the other thing that you can do is set the oven to a really low temperature, but then you just have to rely on family to not turn off the oven.
Right, but it's more of the fact that I need it to dehydrate something within the span of like a stream, so...
That will not happen.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, those ones are like $200. Or you could always do the cooking show type of thing.
Yeah, but then it's also like, do I really need 2 batches of this?
Yes.
For this incredibly dumb idea?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
I'll explain what the idea is off
Okay.
later.
No, you can get a dehydrator for like less than $50.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, like you said, those are the ones that need like 30 hours, and I don't want to stream for 30 hours. So
well, no, that's what I'm saying. You do it the cooking show way, where you make it on stream, and then you have one that you've already pre-made that's already dehydrated. And then you take that one out and be like, magic has happened. It's automatically been dehydrated. Wow.
I will consider that. I will consider that.
And then you can also make yourself apple slices and jerky and stuff.
I do like jerky.
I
will consider that. I will consider that. But yeah, that's one thing I have a current need for. But one of your fancy imaginary machines.
Yes.
Okay. I have one.
Okay.
I wish there was kind of like pure fantasy. I wish there was like an Omni printer that I could print whatever I want on whatever I want. Like if I see an image and I wanted it on a t-shirt, it could print a t-shirt. If I wanted it on a button, it could
Oh.
print a button. If I wanted it on like a magnet, it would print out a magnet. I don't know how it would do that, but like if I could put a blank white mug in it and it prints on a mug, I'd be pretty happy.
That does sound dandy. Although
If I could get like an
yeah.
entire merchandising like industry in a home appliance, that'd be pretty cool.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm
There are actually some like laser printers that do that.
But
So
I mean,
you
like
can,
in pure fantasy, it'd be a lot more than what currently exists.
yeah.
I think that would be pretty neat. I'd be so vain and just keep printing stuff of myself.
Guy's like, I want a mug. Here's a mug.
I am a mug.
I would like a machine/program that would like consolidate all of the knowledge of art in the world and like, because you know how I'm sure this happens a lot to anyone who's either dabbling as a beginner artist or even people who have like had drawing experience for like decades, but you have this image in your mind and you know exactly what you want to draw or paint or produce or whatever, and then you put it to canvas or to paper or even digitally, like you try it out and it just isn't turning out right and you have no idea why it's not coming out the way it is in your head. I would love some sort of program or some sort of appliance or whatever where you can sort of like a VR headset sort of thing where you just like sort of portray your image. The program reads that image and then tells you like exactly through the knowledge of all the artists throughout the world and throughout the ages, like tells you exactly what you would need to do.
You're basically printing out your thoughts.
Yes, but not just like I hit print and then it prints it out. Like I would want to know like what I would have to do, like either to improve my artistic ability or like is it a perspective issue? Like is it, you know, or is it like an issue with coloring or something?
The only hiccup is that since art is so subjective,
yes,
I don't know if it would be able to give like you probably have to select on there from like, oh, if you want to do something in this style, because inherently all art has some sort of flaw when compared to a different style, right?
For sure. But if it was like, hey, if your end goal is this, then you might want to look into this style of art or this technique or this sort of thing. You know what I mean? And then you know, to sort of help you improve.
It's just the way you worded it about how it takes all the knowledge of every artist in the world. It's like, yeah, everyone has their own way of doing things. Like, if you told me and DM to draw a thing, you just told us what this thing is, we would both draw something that looks very different because we have our own styles. But even if you showed us a picture and told me and DM to reproduce it, we would do it in very different ways. Like we have very different techniques in doing it. Maybe she'll do the outline first and then color it. Maybe I'll work on like, I'll finish just a head before moving on anything else. Kind of like, so there would be a lot of conflicting information, I guess.
But I just mean that like,
this is a fictional thing. We can't be too
right. But I just mean like if I wanted to recreate this specific like technique or effect, then by taking all of the knowledge of artists in the world, like, hey, maybe like this person's knowledge, like they're particularly good at this very specific effect. Maybe it's like reflections of light off a surface or something, and be like, okay, well then you can reference this artist, you can reference this artist, you can reference this artist, you can take a look at their technique or whatever, and then like see if that applies to like what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like just sort of like specifying like what, based on what you want to accomplish, like and what style you prefer, like what
you're along than you'd expect, because you can do virtual image recognition is something that a lot of people and like companies are working on. There's actually like websites that you can have an image and it will give you like similar images to that, right? So it's not so hard to think that's something that's probably something that might come out during like our lifetime.
Yay! I hope so. That would be nice.
Harune can finally put all of her brain fan arts into paper.
Perfect.
Yes,
all of her art ideas.
Yes, please.
It's just gonna be 1,000 pictures of Harune hugging a duck.
No.
Yep, so I'm sitting here being like, I want bubble tea at home. Kaya's like, I want to make my merch at home.
Yes,
And
basically.
Harune's
That's
all the art knowledge in the world.
I want to hug a duck.
Kai can already doodle himself hugging a duck. I cannot. I must learn the ways of the art.
You drew a very nice burger that one time you drew for me.
You know, you say that now, but you tore it apart during that stream.
I did not.
You did!
I did not. No, I said you
can't
did a
believe
very good job.
Harune's streams like this.
Crushed it.
I said you did a very good job.
One sesame seed on that bun at a time.
I can't believe this.
I don't know where you're from, but when it comes to
that's
art,
cruel and
when
unusual.
it comes to people drawing, I've never put down someone's drawing.
Except for mine.
That is a point I make. No, I've never done that. That is actual lies.
You're making Kai mad.
I think I did. I just remember very specifically because I had drawn that burger so quickly. Because I didn't expect you to want me to draw you a burger in that moment. So I did it really fast, and you were like, you did compliment it. You said it was nice, but you're like, oh, but I would have preferred like some textural differences here and there. And I'm like, Kai, I doodled this in like 5 seconds, and I have no idea what art is. Like, I don't know why you expect me to give you texture differences from the lettuce to the patty.
I would not have said that.
But you did.
I think you're misremembering, because a lot of people actually come to me saying like, oh, I wish I could draw, I've made it a point never to say anything negative. Unless
no, I don't think you were being negative. I didn't take it as you
No,
were
like
negative.
I don't offer advice on how to draw better unless they specifically ask me to. So if I said stuff, you asked me to say it.
Well, my memory is pretty janky, so it is possible.
Heck
that
the
I have
VOD!
Heck the
Like,
VOD!
I make it a point possible about people's art, aside from like, no, good job, you did it. So if I said more than that, the only reason would be if somebody asked me to say it.
Maybe I did ask for your advice.
I will stand strongly on that point. That is one thing that I will not compromise for myself.
That's fine. That's fine. If that's if like that's like your creed, right? If that's something that you have stuck to your guns with for a long, long time, then there's no reason for you to have broken it randomly.
It's like, backseat artists are like, it's super frustrating when someone comments unnecessarily on your art.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
They have no right to tell you how to draw on your own, with your own art.
So I know for a fact I would not do it to others, knowingly.
That's fair. I've seen backseat arting in streams before, and I just like
I indulged chat once because they were like giving me backseating on one of the emotes that I was drawing, and I was like, that's not going to work the way you think it's going to. And they're like, no, it totally will. It's like, okay, I'll do what you want me to. And I did everything, and they're like, oh, that doesn't work. I was like, we could have saved 40 minutes.
No, now you're like, forget it. That's the
emote
emote now. This is what you wanted.
Yeah,
this abomination is on you, chat.
Me and DM were complaining to each other about backseating artists.
Yeah, so people in chat, just don't, let the streamer... Chances are, especially if they are an artist, they've been doing this for a while, they perfected their own style, and if they haven't perfected it, they're still working on it, but you don't get a say in what they do. That is...
Or you can be like my friend. my friends from Overwatch that taught me this response. When somebody starts giving you criticism, you just respond and go, "Excuse me, who?" And then when they're like, "What do you mean who? Who asked?"
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was
'Cause
coming
I
to you for
didn't.
advice.
I do like Onigiri's response to a lot of those things too, where she'll just like look around and goes like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking for the one who asked."
Yup.
Ah, that's good. That's good. You all right, Kai?
Ask her where? Ask her where? Do not see. No, yeah, my tracking's been a little bit off today. I don't know
Oh,
why.
okay.
So me turning around to look is like really throwing off the camera, I think.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? That's like the most I've ever seen you pivot. So I was actually really impressed.
I can do that in 3D.
I know. Wow. But yeah, I guess was that anything else to add to the dream machines?
I want a Doko Demo door.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. I don't know why
For
that
people
wasn't
who
the
don't
first thing
know,
we
in
said.
Doraemon, which is a children's Japanese show featuring a robot cat who doesn't have ears or a tail because they got eaten off by mice. Doraemon has the Doko Demo door, which literally means the anywhere you want door.
Mm-hmm.
So that
So
we
when
can
you-
visit each other.
Exactly. When you open it, it will open a door to anywhere you want. Was it in the world, or like does it even like cross space and time?
I think
can't
it
remember.
even goes to like space and stuff. I don't know.
That's
It's Doraemon.
insane.
Doraemon can like do whatever he wants.
Yeah, Doraemon has no
Right.
limits.
But quite often,
I think
feel like
also, hang on. I think the
Mhm.
voice for Monokuma from Danganronpa is also the voice of Doraemon, I think.
That is wild, but also
maybe.
not surprising.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the same actress. It's the same actress. She's both of them.
That's nuts. Two space and time limitless creatures.
Ah.
But I'm sorry, Kai, go ahead.
No, yeah, like quite often I find like I have a lot of things I want to do or a lot of ideas that just don't happen because it's like, oh, I don't have the time for it. I don't have the means to get there. I don't have, if I could just, open the door and be where I want to be, I can get so much more things done.
Yeah.
I could save so much time. I wouldn't have to go from like grocery to grocery to grocery and travel back, and that would be like, 3 hours.
But Kai, you're supposed to get 10,000 steps a day for your health.
That's true.
I don't do that now. A Doko Demo door is not going to change that.
To be fair, I haven't gotten that many steps in.
It's one way.
Oh no! So you
I
have
could
to like
still find a
select
use
your
for that.
location very carefully.
I could still find a use for that in that I could use it basically to send packages. So I could like run down to the store, I'll buy like, I don't know, a case of Japanese snacks, and then I'll open the door to, I don't know, DM's front door and just throw down the package.
Knock.
Kai develops sleepwalking habits.
That would be great.
Suddenly wakes up middle of Japan because he walked into it.
Honestly,
Can't
not the
get
worst
back.
fate that could happen to me.
That would be fun. That would be
But
great.
no, yeah, even if it's a one-way door, I could just throw packages through the door.
Mm-hmm.
At
I
least
could
it's
be, like,
cut travels time in half, at least.
Sitting at my desk, tossing bags of ketchup chips at Harune's door.
Please.
The chimps.
The chimps. ketchup chimps.
I hate that. I don't call it that.
Monkey.
No. Ketchup monkeys. No, thank you.
Those are disgusting. I don't know why you like ketchup chips so
Shut
much.
up.
They're delicious.
They're
not.
delicious. They are really good.
Yeah, you don't even like bananas. Your opinion's invalid.
Her opinion is just as valid as yours.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Hello.
Nuh-uh. She doesn't like
on that
mushrooms.
note,
She doesn't like
we are
bananas.
disbanding GHK. Harune and I shall just be happy together. We're going to start a HG radio.
Yes.
H-
HG.
High grade radio.
Yes, and then you'll
Yeah.
have potassium radio, which will be Kai's off to the side.
Yeah, it's all about banana.
It's just bananas.
Oh, thank you for subscribing to Kai's Fun Banana Facts.
Oh my god. Every
Please
episode is a
unsubscribe.
fact about bananas.
Unsubscribe.
Oh, that's so funny.
Did you know bananas do not grow on trees, but in fact on an herb?
What?
Are you Canadian or not, sir?
I am.
Why'd you say herb?
Because it's an herb.
Aren't you Canadian?
It's not herb.
It is in Canada.
It's Phineas and Herb.
I hate it here.
All right, everyone. Well, any last words, friends? Any announcements to make?
Did you know the popular dessert banana split was invented in 1904 by a 23-year-old pharmacist named David Evans Strickler in Pennsylvania?
I love
Yep.
that. I actually, this isn't even a boast. It is kind of a boast. I will boast. I make a mean banana split.
A violent banana split.
I make
Yeah,
I make a
the ones I make are
violent-
delicious. I don't know why yours are so mean.
I make a killer banana split.
Must
Thanks to
take after
my
the person
thanks
who
to my
makes-
days at Dairy Queen. But even before then, I felt like I was pretty good at the banana split. But like,
Nice.
yo, I could make you a mean banana split. If anyone's
You
interested.
could, but you won't.
I will.
No, you won't.
Why not?
For me specifically, you won't.
No, I would. I absolutely would. Flex
Anyways,
flex
so
my
anyways.
banana split skills. Yeah.
Coming up. Things coming up. Oh, I think. Let's see. I always have to take into account that there's a time lag between stuff happening.
Yar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, at the end of this month, I'm going to go with Mom DM to my first time to a resort. So,
Oh, how fun!
Resort.
yes. Yes.
Yay!
So I'm looking
Nice.
forward to that.
That will be fun. I hope you have a good time. Will it
Yes.
still be within the
Yes,
same
thank you.
country, or are you going out of?
I won't give specifics, but it's going to be. I'm looking forward to it.
Mhm,
Oh,
mhm.
okay. I'm sorry. I was hoping
Yeah.
in or out of country would have been vague enough, but
Nope,
my
unfortunately.
Appalaggies. Okay, then you don't have to. Obviously, you don't have to respond. But I do hope you'll have a wonderful time. I'm sure you deserve it.
Thank you. I've never been to a resort before, so
They're fun. I've been to a couple here and there. They're pretty fun.
Wow, bougie Kai.
this one's a spa resort, so it'll be interesting.
Woo!
So,
Make sure to get a
yeah,
massage.
very relaxing. That's the plan. I already have it scheduled.
Yes.
Yes. Anybody else have things coming up?
I have a very important announcement to make, hopefully later this month.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm very, very excited for. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But I'm hyped, and you should be too.
Mhm.
That is all.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Kai?
I've basically spoiled all my announcements on stream anyway.
Yeah, you
so
right.
I don't really have anything new to announce.
Kai's not
that
very
I
good
can
at secrets.
I'm not good at my own secrets. So
Or
I can keep other
surprises.
people's secrets.
It's
If
true.
anyone else tells me something that they don't want to be told, I don't. But my own things, I just get so excited working on them that I just like share
You
with
gotta share.
as I'm working on.
Yeah. Well, that's.
I'm really
okay.
bad at building up hype.
It's fine.
What's special? March? Nothing too special in March that I can think of.
It's fine.
It's my birthday
Yeah.
in April.
Wow, me too.
Normally I wouldn't talk about it this early, but honestly, by the time we do our next recording, it's probably pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably pretty good.
same. Same.
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
might or might not do some birthday shenanigans.
Yay!
Who knows? I'll try to book DM in advance.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can ask Harune a little closer too, but DM usually has a very packed schedule.
Yar.
Yep.
It also depends
Yep.
if DM will be on. Oh wait, no, you'll probably be back by then, so it'll be fine.
Yes, I should be.
Will you
Yep.
be home by late April?
Yes, I will.
Neat. All right, that's something I
Yay.
can ask about later on. Then, aside from that, I don't really have too much to announce that I haven't already announced. I'm working on the video for a song cover, and I will be working on a new 2.0 Kai Live 2D model.
Yay!
But
Big
that's all stuff that's been
excite!
announced. That's all stuff that I've already spoiled on
Yeah,
stream. So.
his new
Nice,
design
nice.
looks dope. I really, really am excited for it.
It'll be very cool to see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, then you should go check him out on his streams. You can find his Twitch and the Twitch of GirlDM and myself on the links below in the description
Poggies.
below.
Bogares.
I hate it here. All right. I guess that's it. Anything else?
Well, that's it for me.
No? Well,
Yeah.
alrighty then. Thank you guys so much for joining. And それでは皆さん、またね。バイバイ。
Bye bye.
Wait.